Welcome to Sugar Daddy's podcast, where we get real about love, money, and everything in between. I'm your host, Namon Jones, here with my co-host, Diopla Sample. What's up, D?
What's going on, Namon?
Man, they say love don't cost a thing, but what about companionship?
Hey, man, we just two grown-ass men having real talk, making real connections.
Welcome to another episode of Sugar Daddy's podcast. That's right, Sugar Daddy's with a Z.
With the Z.
I'm your host, Big Daddy.
And I'm magnificent.
What's going on, Magnificent?
Hey, man, just hanging in there, man.
Yeah. Man, I thought it'd be pretty interesting today that we dig in our bag, from time to time. We did with our sugar stories, man. I thought it'd be pretty interesting in the life of man. I was digging through, and we had someone write in. I thought it was a pretty interesting story, man. I wanted to kind of read it.
Yeah, say it with our viewers.
So, new viewers, first of all, thank you again for tuning in. Follow us on all platforms. Sugar Daddies with a Z at the end, DADDYZ, on all platforms at Sugar Daddies Podcast. And here on our show, we do something called Sugar Stories. That's when individuals write us in and they write to the Big Daddy and Magnificent. They write their sugar story to us, and we elaborate. So if you want your sugar story read or reviewed or talked about, follow us on all platforms. Send us a DM. You can write us. You can call us, 855-ASK-DADDY. There's many ways to reach out to us, but specifically for the sugar stories, you DM us and you talk about sugar story, and we read it on the platform. So that's how you can kind of reach out to us.
That's it.
All right. So I want to jump into it because I found this one pretty interesting, and I want to kind of have a little conversation around it. All right, you ready? So we had someone to write into the sugar story, and they said, "Dear Sugar Daddies, the shower was a trap." And that caught my attention. Like, damn, the shower was a trap. So here goes. What up, Big Daddy and Magnificent? I had to write y'all because I'm still embarrassed, and honestly, I need to know if I'm alone in this. I'm a grown black man, confident, well put together. I don't get nervous over women like that, but this one, she had me smiling all day. She texted me around lunch like, "Come over tonight. We can skip the bedroom. Let's take it to the shower." Now listen, black men hear shower and immediately think movie scene, steam, music, chemistry. I thought I was about to live my best life. I probably would have thought so too. Okay. I show up fresh, hairline right, smelling good. She opens the door in one of those moods. Soft voice, little smile, the kind that tells you she's already decided what's about to happen. She grabs my hand and says, "Don't talk, just follow me." When I read that line, I thought of Jodeci. Don't talk, just listen. Right? She said, "Just follow me." Bathroom lights are low, water warming up, steam filling the room. I'm thinking, yeah, this some grown folk activity. The moment comes, I step in confident. That's when the ancestors humbled me. I slipped. Not a little slip. A full body, life flashing before your eyes slip. Shower curtain came down, bottles hit the floor, loud thud, and silence. She froze. I tried to laugh, but my pride was laid out on that towel with me. I probably would have been like that too. Next thing I know, I'm wrapped in a towel, sitting on the edge of the tub, and she's asking me if I need ice like I'm her nephew. The fantasy died right there. No intimacy, no romance, just an awkward Uber ride home and a check-in text the next day. We never spoke again, and my question is, do women really want vulnerability, or only when it looks good? Anonymous, but still sore. Well, but anonymous, still sore. We appreciate you right there, first of all. Great
Thank
story.
you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Man, let's talk about it, man. He want to know if women really want vulnerability or when it looks good. You know what I mean? Now, he had an embarrassing moment.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we try to play it off, And I think he said he tried to laugh it off, but couldn't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to laugh it off, but it was such an awkward moment. Just,
But for him, I mean, if y'all had that chemistry and you slip, okay, you slip. Like, it's ego if you ain't talking to the woman now because you slip, you feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
I would have let her doctor on me all night. My knee, my back, whatever it was, I let her rub me down all night long. What? Even if it was an embarrassing moment, you could turn that into some sort of. I mean, obviously, she cared. She bought me some towels, wrapping them up.
he said like he was her nephew.
Yeah, but I mean, no, see, that's ego.
Yeah,
He's a guy
Ego.
with a lot of ego. Yeah, a
I
lot
can
of
see
pride.
that. Well, can attraction survive embarrassment, though?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I have.
I mean,
Every-
a real embarrassing moment.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. In my current relationship, we had just got together, and I had some gum in my mouth, and I'm talking right. And we going into the restaurant together. She walking just slightly ahead of me, and I turn and I'm talking, and just for some reason the gum just came out of my mouth and just landed right there in her hair.
Oh my God!
And we still talk about, but it didn't happen once. It happened twice. But about a month later, it happened again. So what it was, because I like to smack. So I was smacking two of my gum, man. Now I'm talking, and that joke just flew out my mouth. And so when it did, and it hit in the head, when it hit the second time, we both laughed. We laughed, boy, because I wasn't doing it on purpose. And I had to go in there and get the gum. I had, pull it out of her because it lodged in, I put it good.
Yeah.
But attraction survived those two embarrassing moments because I was embarrassed that a piece of gum came out of my mouth and hit her in the head.
Do you think? Now let's take it from the aspect of y'all get ready to get busy sexually, and the mood is right, the scene is set, and you came and spit that damn gum in her head. Do you think the reaction would have been the same?
I mean,
so we're talking about can attraction. I mean, think about it from all right. When y'all first met, this y'all first time, y'all get ready to get it in. Y'all there. And she like, bring your ass over here, D. I'm ready for you. I'm ready. Come on. And you get there and the scene just right. And then you open your mouth and spit that damn gum out of her hair. What do you think the result would have
I'm
been?
trying to think if that actually happened on the second time. Because the second time, it came out, I just got to remember how and where we was at. But I'm going to find out, though. I can't remember exactly where we were. Man, it happened twice. It did.
But I'm just saying.
But I guess it depends on, like, if you're in a situation where y'all attracted to each other, I don't think an embarrassing moment can come between it. That's just me.
Well,
Not that you wouldn't be embarrassed. Or, wait a minute. I would say this. You can be gorgeous, but if you hit me with that breath,
I was going to say there's certain things that can be embarrassing moments that can cause
have you had one?
Yeah, I had one.
Tell me about it.
I had one where I'm dating a chick and she tough, man. She bad. I'm talking about just everything you can dream of. I think I shared this with you, man. And I'm still embarrassed to even talk about it, man. Man, I had to pass gas so bad. So bad. Stomach was jacked up. I sharted.
Say, man. What?
Hey, listen, man. Nigga.
This boy said shit ain't for the same time.
Nigga, I sharted.
Oh, Lord.
You talking about embarrassing, man. Now, to your point, right? It does matter who you with and that kind of stuff because we survived because we had relationship, right? We had something going. I don't think we would have survived it had that been something new, straight up, right? It was funny at the moment. Now, that definitely killed the mood. I mean, we won't fucking that night. It was like, get your shit together, literally, right?
Yeah.
But my point of saying that is, yeah, that happened as an embarrassing moment with me, but I was in a relationship. I can only imagine, and I had some stomach issues. I had shit going on, so it happened, right? However, I can only imagine if I took that perspective, we took our scenarios we just talked about, and it was fresh, it was brand new. Can I imagine that? Imagine the one you with now, though, and it's about to go down, and there's something crazy happen. I just wonder if it would turn out the same way. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. Again, this depends on. For me, I'm gonna laugh it off some kind of way. If it's embarrassing, I'm gonna try to laugh it off or play it off, or I may just say, you know what, that's just like if you trying to go up a step and you miss a step.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You miss it, and it's your first date. That could be a little bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
You can play it off. Oh man, I ain't see that step. You can kind of play it off.
Embarrassment, though, brings vulnerability, right? So would you say that the moment that a man is vulnerable because they're embarrassed or whatever the case may be, does a certain mystique leave because of that vulnerability, you think? Is that why we try to be so macho, in certain moments or whatever?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think there is a certain amount of mystique and mysterious curiosity. Two people date based on that. Curious what we have in common, what we don't have in common. But if I allow the embarrassing moment to stop, can it have I don't know. It might be a situation where it's embarrassing, but it drives us closer together.
Could be, yeah. Depending on how it's played out. But that goes back to not only the mystique of the man, but it also goes back to, do you put your ego down? Do you put your pride down? Shit happened. I was embarrassed a little, but how do you overcome that? Because in this scenario, in the letter that they wrote to us, they never hooked up again. They never saw each other. I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah,
and he failed. I mean,
yeah. But the way he described the whole situation was like it was ideal. He been thinking about her. Obviously, she thinking about him. She said, "Come on, we going to the shower." Like help me understand why because you feel you ain't go back.
I listen. I'm a challenge whoever wrote this in. If you all know who y'all were, I want to hear the woman's perspective because you're right. I think we're missing some parts too. We're missing some parts in the sense that what if it was that kind of chemistry? She texted him. He said at noon. He been thinking about it all day long. One little slip up, one fall, it cost him the whole relationship. So was it that tight? That's his perspective.
Well, he could have been superstitious. He could say, "Oh man, that's a sign. I'm gone." I mean, he could have.
Yeah.
Because everything was going right, then all of a sudden something like this happened.
And we don't know if she reached back out to him or not, or tried to, but I just wonder.
But that's the mystique of the passage of the letter. We don't know.
I just think it's something to be discussed if we have this chemistry. And I have an embarrassing moment. We can't. I guess it also character, right? Because my character, type of person I am, I want to make it right. I don't embarrassed or not, I'm gonna still try. Now, the moment I sharted though, that was too embarrassing for me. I couldn't recover from that shit. You know what I mean? But at the time, I was married. I believe we had gotten married already, but it was, my ex-wife nonetheless. And so I was still embarrassed. It was an embarrassing moment. Nothing went down. But I just wonder, like I said, if she was just brand new and I just met her, would that outcome have been the same? Because that wasn't. Can you imagine that, man? It was embarrassing as shit. It was embarrassing. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Can you imagine a stranger? Can you imagine that was like you just met your lady, you holler, and then you got to that point. You finally got to get to the skins.
I mean, I had a moment where, man, I dated this chick when we first got together. This is how I know I must be a good dude. She had been wearing these tennis shoes to work, right? She was a phlebotomist, okay, where she draw blood.
Yeah.
She been wearing these tennis shoes, man. And one day, I mean, it couldn't have been it's within the first week I go to her apartment. And when I get there, she had just got off work. Man, she took them shoes off. Say, man, I immediately looked at her different.
Feet was funky.
Man, so it lit the room up. I'm like, man, what is that smell? I kept saying, what's that smell? She's like, what? What's your smell? Man, something kept telling me, grab that shoe, smell that shoe. Kept telling me. So I waited till she left out the room. I did. I grabbed that shoe, man. I said, God, and put the shoe down. She said, what you say? I said, I ain't say nothing, man. I'll be back. I said, I'll be back, man. Say, I'm telling you, man. I must be a good dude, man.
Wait, you said you be back. What happened? You left?
I left and went and bought her some shoes.
And you came back?
And I came back. I did. And we had the foot conversation. I said, man, why you keep wearing them damn shoes? So I did.
Hey, I remember one time, though, we talking about embarrassing moments, right? I remember a time I met this chick, man. She was bad, right? I'm talking about banger. And she was fine, man. And I was chasing like, bye, yeah, I'm going to get with her. So we made plans like, all right, that night when she got off work, we was going to get it in. Like, we had made plans. Ready.
Yeah.
The only problem is, right, I was like, all right, so she ain't drive. So I had to pick her up. She worked at the Target. I drove her to the Target to go pick her up. But when she came out, her hair was different. Like, she taking her weave out, and she looked like a completely different person, man. To a point where I didn't even know who she was. And it turned me off so bad. I drove off, kept going, ain't never looked back, ain't never talked to her again, ever. First of all, I was embarrassed at the fact I didn't know who she was. Second of all, I didn't want to go out no more.
Right.
I mean, you catfished me for real. I felt horrible, but you catfished me. So, the moral of the story is, ladies, for real, man, please keep your shit together. Like,
I'm saying,
man.
And we talk about that in earlier episodes about hygiene, but, those can be some embarrassing moments because here's one thing I want to make sure. I make sure that when I meet a sugar baby, or anybody for that matter, I make sure my body is clean, my nails are done, my mouth is fresh, my feet don't stink.
At all. Mine don't.
It's certain things you got to make sure of, and then I'm a good smelling man. I like to smell good. And so I like for a woman to notice that I have cologne on. That's probably why I wear so much of it, I want to be able to smell it where it stay on me all day.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about embarrassing moments. Everything can be an embarrassing moment. Ladies, clean your damn house up. You invite a man over.
That's true.
It's embarrassing to a man.
That is embarrassing.
That shit don't turn a man on at all. Right. It's embarrassing.
That's right.
You could prevent embarrassing moments, I believe, but to the point we're talking about, a sugar daddy, if you're a sugar daddy, you already should have your shit together. You can't be a sugar daddy if you ain't got your shit together. So women, if you want a sugar daddy, get your shit together.
That's it.
Like, for real.
That's it.
That's what it is.
That's it.
So,
well, and then, sugar babies, sugar daddies come to all shapes and sizes, just the same as sugar babies. if you can improve in any area, physically you want to be attractive to a sugar daddy. So do what you have to do to make yourself attractive. If you're a natural person and you don't wear nails, you wear natural hair, so it's still several ways you can wear your hair where you still look attractive. You wear makeup, you don't wear makeup, still put yourself in a position where you are attractive. Your attitude will carry you a long way, even when you may not look the way you really want to look. Let me say it that way. Because a lot of times women especially compare yourself to another woman. No, you should beat you every day. You should try to beat yourself every day. What I mean by that is that's an improvement part. You're the only person that you have to impress. You're the only person that you have to be responsible and accountable to. Nobody else outside of you can make these things happen but you. So first thing I would say is work on your mind so you can get a sugar daddy. Work on your body so that you can attract a sugar daddy.
And sustain.
And then work on your mouth. Work on your mouth. Because you got to know how to talk to a sugar daddy. You can't come at him any kind of way and expect to receive the proper respect, number one. Number two, the gifts and things that all come with how you treat a sugar daddy.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%, especially when it comes to the hygiene of things, right? So check this out. I know we winding down, so I want to dive into like our sweet and sour, but I want to do it a different kind of way, right?
All right.
All right. So we're talking about hygiene. We're talking about embarrassing moments. And so, first of all, before we dive into it, for those new followers, follow us on all platforms at Sugar Daddies with a Z, at Sugar Daddies Podcast, right? Follow us on all platforms. Subscribe, tell somebody, follow us. Secondly, every episode, we try to do what's called our segment called Sweet or Sour. Sweet, if it's, yeah, I rock with it. Cool, that's great. Sour, I don't think I could do that. Yeah, I don't rock with it. So check this out, Magnificent. One time my sister, yeah, your ass did it. I know you're going to be watching. My sister hooked me up with this chick, right? And, man, this girl was tough, man, around the little neighborhood. I used to always, man, oh, you see her? You know what I mean? I think I was in high school and shit. This girl was bad, man. Well, my sister and my mama always told me, hey, don't ever be afraid to tell a woman if something going down, she's smelling or whatever. Tell her that. But I always was a little shy to do that, you know what I mean? So my sister hooked me up with this girl, man. I'm talking about banging body. Bad. Everything about it was tough. So, man, we connected, whatever, man. She pulled her pants down, bruh. You could smell her when she started unzipping every piece of the button and going. It was horrible, horrific smell. I politely said, hey, man, I can't do this. Nah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, sweet or sour? Is it sweet or is it sour for you to tell a woman, hey, your shit stink, I'm out? Sweet or sour?
I think it's sweet for you to tell a woman. I think it's sweet.
You don't think she'll be embarrassed? Or do you
absolutely. She may be embarrassed.
But
yes.
Are you gonna care?
Yes. Huh?
You don't give a shit.
No, well, I'm not gonna say that because there's been some sugar babies, like I said, one in particular I never told her shit to this day about.
Her bro.
Yes, Lord, shit, but I'm just saying, but at the same time.
But could you have handled it if it was her vagina? If her vagina smelled the way her breath do?
Well, no, we wouldn't.
But so that's my point. Sweet or sour, would you tell her? Would you tell her that hey baby, I got something to tell you. What's up, Magnificent? Baby, you're bad and all that shit, but your pussy stink. Like just saying. I mean, how you do that?
Well, what I would say is, I talk about the pH, your pH balance.
Oh, you gonna tell a story?
Well, no, I say, what I would do is say, man, let me ask you something a little off, because I'm smelling something that I'm smelling. No, what I smell is not normal. It's not the normal sex smell. If it ain't the normal sex smell, and you a little fishy or something, then you okay? Is everything all right? Because sometimes it could be from a number of different things,
This girl in my situation was in denial, for real. Like in denial. I mean, it was so horrific. I can't make this up, man. I was embarrassed for her. I was embarrassed.
Man, but some women just have that as an issue. Because there was one chick, man, I know she keep herself clean. For a fact, I know she could be. Well, I'm going to say she keep herself clean, but every dude I never been with her, but she was my best friend growing up for a number of years. Mm-hmm. And she was known to not smell good when it came to sex.
What did it smell like?
I don't know. I wasn't there. And this, the sex with different women is gonna smell different based on body chemistry.
Yeah, I get that.
Those kind
but
of things.
There's certain
embarrassing though. But embarrassing.
Yeah.
You make sure you wash your ass. Make sure you wash your ass.
What's the commercial with my boy Dion Cole? Shout out Dion Cole. What's the commercial?
Old Spice.
Old Spice.
Yeah.
Shit. She needed some Old Spice. Man, it was the worst smell you can imagine. Can you imagine, man? Your mind is like, ooh, I can't wait. I mean, body, everything was like, whew. And then she started trying to unbuckle them pants, bruh. I'm telling you, I was ready to check up out of here.
Yeah, so when we talk about embarrassing moments, right? I think you should turn that into, that embarrassment to a triumph. Where,
It was triumphant.
Yeah.
I didn't put my worm in the hole. I was free.
Yeah, but you wasn't embarrassed.
I was embarrassed for her. That's how bad it was. I was embarrassed too. Shit. It was embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
So you said sweet. Sweet or sour? You said sweet?
I said sweet when you tell her.
Yeah. I said sweet too. I agree. Yeah. I believe if your shit stink, somebody should tell you. I want you to tell me. I remember, man.
But it don't have to be. It don't have to be just singing. Let's say it's an embarrassing moment where, roller skating, you bust your ass. Yeah, you ice skate, you bust your ass.
That's different though. Yeah. See, we're talking about a little accident based off of that activity. I'm talking about your ass is getting ready to get busy, and you have a moment. In that moment, what happened?
Yeah.
That's different level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can go skating, bust my ass, and still come home and give me some pussy. It just depends on what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you ain't recovering if you trying to get some pussy and you shot on yourself. Like, ain't no fucking going on at all.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a little bit.
Well, look, you heard it. We say it's both sweet. Your shit stink. Women, get your shit together. It's been a good one.
2026, it's time out. I think most women know how to, clean their bodies and things like that. Not just to focus on sugar babies, but you sugar daddies or want to be sugar daddies, okay? Because I hear men got horror stories about men and
100%.
And what how they should conduct themselves and groom themselves and.
If you're a sugar daddy taking care of somebody else, you take care of your damn self first. I mean, that should be sugar daddy 101. Ain't no way in the hell you gonna spend money on a woman to get her all the shit you got, and then you fat sloppy, skinny sloppy, whatever it is, you nasty as hell. That don't work. Get your shit together too. Want to be sugar daddy or whomever you are. You got to make sure you coming to the table too as well. Don't be fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, and also let me say this. Because I see a lot of my young cats out there, the YNs, and they hustling, and they doing that thing.
Yeah.
I don't care about you hustling. Get your hustle on. But get your young ass in that shower. I shouldn't see you in the same clothes 3-4 days you hustling in, and you having all this money. Like to
You
me,
got a
that don't
lot of
make
money,
sense.
but looking like you got that whodunit.
Well, no, I'm just saying. They hustle in the same clothes for 3-4 days, which tells me you probably going out there knocking off you or something. Hustling still, things moving fast for you, but that water's still there. It ain't never left. Get your ass in that shower.
You heard it first. Get your ass in the shower. Hey, this has been a good one, man. And listen, y'all out there, follow us on all platforms. You got any questions, call us, write us in. You can call us at 855-ASK-DADDY. We appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for the love. This has been good.
Yeah, it has, man. It's one that I think is informative. Sugar babies, sugar daddies need to have an understanding of where we are, what's embarrassing, what's not, so that you can attract and get the sugar baby you want. The sugar baby can get the sugar daddy she wants.
No doubt. And we'll end it right there, because shit, sugar daddies ain't nothing more embarrassing when you don't have no money, you broke as shit, you trying to be out there playing and you fucked up. Hey, that's a bad feeling.
That's
so
it.
Get your shit together. Sugar babies, come prepared. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Hey, but it's been good. This has been Sugar Daddy's podcast. Real talk.
Real connections.
See you next time.